We'll see.
Because I can't lie, by the end of that meeting, I was zoning and I didn't really understand the Nunu stuff, you know? But I do think as well, most of the people that were coming at Nunu were people that don't really know her. Do you think?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I would say I know, like, look, I didn't really, like, my opinion has not really been stated on the whole thing because, like, ultimately I'm aware it doesn't matter. Like, regardless of what I think, it comes down to what the gang decision is. But I was obviously closer with Nunu than I was Ste, I would say. I feel like I knew Ste, but I feel like I don't really know him as well as I know Nunu, but that's just time. Like, I've been around Nunu for longer. I can see what they're saying about Nunu and like how she dropped him and shit. I kind of get that. But also, like, because I've known her that a little bit longer, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I like struggle to believe it a little bit just because I feel like I've seen a different side of her the time I've known her. But I guess I don't really know her that well either. Like, I know her, but neither of them I know super, super well, you know, to the same level as someone like I knew James before James was MDMA, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on with at the end of the day, bro. I'm gonna continue my grind. I'm gonna continue getting my money up, doing what I'm trying to do. I can't let it affect me because then business stops rolling. I'm in your car, by the way. I feel like before us there was a lot of misinformation spread about Nunu, though.
Milk store.
What do you mean?
Wanna know, mate.
Like, I feel like
what the fuck?
I always heard so many different stories, like,
Who took my car?
as to like why Nunu wasn't with GG. And like kind of knowing what they're like, it's like there was so many different stories. It's like, which one is even the actual truth at that point, you know?
Yeah. And I'm gonna be 100. I don't think anyone can really say the GG Nunu is Nunu.
I mean, she'd been around for a week and she had a chain, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, she'd been around for a week.
They
bro.
didn't even know her like that and she had a chain, you get me?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
People acting like that shows our loyalties because she picked a relationship. She picked a relationship over someone she's known a week. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, when I spoke to her a while ago, she said like she kind of felt rushed into GG, and I think she just accepted it because she didn't really know any different. But I don't know. It's different with Nunu as well, right? Because like Nunu, I feel like has been a solo more than a gang member, I'd say, for a while, like for quite a while. Whereas Ste is very group orientated, so like that's why it's like very different between them. I feel like Ste knew how to like Ste needed less direction when it comes to like what to do to like provide skill set and stuff, because he's done something like that before. You know, he's made attempts at getting in Hydra's Vendetta, all of that. Whereas Nunu's first gang, she just got in, so I don't know if she even really knows what would be expected, which is why I think it's important, like we said in that convo, like you set people goals. That goes for both of them. Like if there was a situation where they both came back or whatever, I don't know.
Matt's on that again. I wasn't listening.
Laying out what we actually want, you know.
Yeah,
that's why I still to this day believe that's why I got Mandem so fast, because I was one of the few people that actually got given a pretty straightforward objective of things to do. I'd wake up every day and I'd go to T, or I'd go to Patar, or I'd go to anyone. I'd be like, what do you need doing? They'd say this. I'd fuck off. I'd go do it. Then I'd go kick it with them in the evenings.
Yeah.
And like, that really helped me because I had specific shit that I was doing.
I think as well, like, yeah, it's harder these days.
It was similar for you as well, because you had that with the whole hacking, and like you had a laid out path of progression.
That's the thing. When we were joining Mandem is like still very new, you know, and like the Mandem had to progress, so there was opportunities for me to say I want to progress us in this avenue and that avenue, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I said,
It was more clear what a man then wanted back then. Is that what you mean?
I took lead in the meth game and got us involved with that before Denzel. Like I used to be the meth guy before Denzel, if you remember, with Vince, and then I like showed a massive interest in hacking.
Giving people direction is the best thing we can do moving forward. Whenever whoever the next person is, or like whatever, we should every Monday meeting we should be like, okay, cool. So what's some tasks we can give insert name here this week? You know, even if it's shit like going and cleaning your marked bills, or we're in a war, so you're not gonna fight in the war for us, but you can go get us oxy. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
Yeah. There definitely needs to be that.
It doesn't have to just be.
You should never be able to.
Like that.
You should never be able to. I think that's the thing as well. We need to like almost make boundaries so when milestones get hit, it's like, for example, if you're made MDMA, you can have your van on the block and you can get a house. You know?
Exactly. I think once you're an official hang around, you'll be able to park your stuff at the block. Once you're MDMA, you can get a house. You know, it's like a progression system.
Yeah, and then when you're actual mandem, you find out about this, that, and everything. You know.
Yeah.
Because James doesn't know.